I started barbering, or I started cutting hair, just like any American kid, in the house, in the bathroom, in the front yard, in the backyard. And it was my siblings first, and then, so they were the first guinea pigs, but I would act like I knew what I was doing. And then I started cutting my friends. And I would call something a fade years later when I learned what a fade was. But I was doing a okay job because, I would give all my friends haircuts, and I can honestly say now that they never got the same haircut twice. Because when I cut their hair, it was always a different experience because I was learning. When you're a kid, I would say I picked up a pair of clippers. My stepfather gave me my first set of clippers. I want to say had to be about 12 or 13, and I started playing around with them. My mother and my stepfather were in the profession, and it just came natural to me. I don't know why. It just came natural. I picked up the clippers. I knew that hair had to come off somewhere, and it just happened for me. I just, and then it just grew into a passion. I would get paid for it. I remember I would ask my mom, can I cut a friend or two at her shop back in the day. Even before I got my license, I was like, oh, can I cut people down at your shop? And before I got licensed and really went into the field. So it was a part of me growing up, but I didn't consider it my career. I always worked for other people. I worked for the school district. I worked in banking. I worked in education. I worked in retail. I worked in customer service. I worked in public relations. And I worked in the arts. So I never looked at it that it was something that I would do for my career. I did say when I was younger, maybe in my 20s, when I didn't know what I wanted to do, I did say, oh, I'll just retire and I'll have a barbershop. And that is so funny that I'm 52 now, and that'll look like that's something that I'll be doing. But I knew that would be something. I just saw myself as the old man with a sweater, and I'll retire having my own barbershop. So it was nothing that I would say that I planned. It was something that it was a part of me. But the vision that I have for what I'm doing with barbering is bigger than what I had started with just cutting somebody's hair.